Hi, welcome to the Choose Happy with Marie show. Today's show is special. What I've done for you is I have taken the most popular episodes on the show since the beginning and put it together in one episode. Well, actually, I'm doing a review of the 10 episodes, and I'll be putting links in the show notes so that you can easily tap into it and you can listen to the episodes. You can do some binge watching. Or should I say binge listening. If you're new to the show and maybe you feel a bit overwhelmed by the number of episodes that there is to listen to, there's lots there. This is a good episode to kind of introduce you to what are the top episodes. And if you've been with me for a while, well, wisdom meets you where you're at. So re-listening to these episodes, maybe you'll get some new nuggets of information that maybe you weren't quite ready to absorb when you listened to them at the beginning. But now that you're in a different place, because you're choosing happy a little bit more on a daily basis, that you could learn a few things and implement those things into your everyday life. I hope you like today's show. Come on in. It's time to binge listen on Choosing Happy. Are you ready to stop the negative thoughts and live your life free of the limiting stories and fear that stands in your way of living a happy life? Hey girlfriend, welcome to the Choose Happy with Marie show. I am so happy you're here. My name is Marie, and for the majority of my life, I lived with negative thoughts that was often labeled as depression. My breakthrough happened when I broke free from the negative thoughts and I learned the power of choosing happy. In this podcast, you will learn positive self-talk using affirmations aligned with healthy habits, tangible ideas to connect with yourself, to finally figure out what makes you really happy, and everyday living solutions that can help guide you in living a happy life. It's time to get off the hamster wheel of everyday living and intentionally living our life one Choose Happy choice at a time. Come on in. We are choosing happy. Hi, how are you? I hope you're having a wonderful summer so far. I'm so looking forward to going camping with my family. We can't all be there together at the same time because my young adult kids now have jobs that they have to attend to. But they say they can show up for a few days. So I'm really looking forward to getting the family together. I love being in nature and being together with my family, whenever that's possible. That's really awesome. It's a lot of work to get there. I don't know if I have any campers that are listeners to the show. And if you are, let me know. It is a lot of work to get everything ready, whether you're going camping or going to a cottage or road trip it's a lot of work, but you got to think about, the wonderful time that you're going to have together. So that's what I choose to focus on, right? We're going to break free from the negative thoughts of like all the to-dos that we have to do and focus on the wonderful time that we will have together after we accomplish all these to-dos, right? Whatever you end up doing, I thought I'd create an episode that would have 10 shows that you can easily click to and you can binge listen. So whatever you're doing yard work with your earbuds in at your cottage or on your boat or camping. With camping, and if you don't have internet access, you can always download the show. And so that's accessible to you. You don't need the internet, I believe, to be able to do that. Looking forward to sharing with you what were the top episodes since the start of the show. Actually, in 2022. It's so hard to believe that, I'm in season 2 of the show, and it's just awesome, wonderful. I'm so grateful for the opportunity to be here with you. All right, let's dig in. So this is in sequential order of numbers, the number of the episodes, not their popularity. So I thought that might be easier to start from the beginning, and then you can just sequentially go down and pick the episodes that you're interested in. All right, the first one, no surprise, that one of the top episodes downloaded is the Choose Happy with Marie show trailer. And well, if you haven't listened to this one, you should, because it's your official welcome message to the show. It'll just give you an overview of what to expect if you're interested. And I am planning to update the new version for season 3. It is on my to-do list, among many other things that I plan to do for the show. So that's the first one. The next one is actually episode number 1. Episode number 1 is a very special episode. It was the very first episode I did. And I chose to talk about the subject of self-worth. and it is titled, Number 1, You Are Worthy of Happiness. Do you feel worthy of feeling happy? Truly happy? This can feel really big for some of us. And for the majority of my life, I didn't feel worthy due to limiting stories, past trauma, and survivor's guilt. A lot of guilt. In this episode, I talk about how we need to feel worthy of happiness first before we can feel truly happy. You'll also uncover in this episode the first affirmation on the Choose Happy journey. And some of you who have the Choose Happy deck know which one that one is. It is a very special, very, very special affirmation. And it is actually at the front of the deck intentionally. It is the very first affirmation in the card deck. And it's also in the bonus sample pack that you get when you download the Choose Happy Morning Routine Guide. So you get that as well. So you'll see it there too. And that is the affirmation that I encourage you as you're starting choosing happy and living your everyday life. It really anchors you that you can choose happy regardless of any external event. It's not about anything else happening. It's not I will be happy when. It's I choose happy. And the past, it does not define your future life. Only if you allow it to. So don't let it. It is in the past. And I know that's very hard. A lot of us have a lot of trauma that we're working with, and that's not easy, but you do get to choose how you move forward from today. The next episode is number 4, Why Your Brain Focuses on Negative Things and Tips to Overcome the Negativity Bias. And this is a very popular episode, and for good reason. I often refer to it throughout the show. I've heard from listeners that learning about the negativity bias, it's helped you get back in the driver's seat for living your life. So that when the negativity kicks in, you can give it a name and it no longer carries the same weight as it did before. In this episode, I introduced the negativity bias, and the negativity bias is our brain's fixation on negative things. Why is it we can have a day where both positive and negative things happen? You know, those kind of days. Yet we only remember the negative things. We go to sleep at night, head on our pillow, and guess what we're thinking about? That one negative thing that happened. Even though we had a great day, but that one negative thing stands out. In this episode, I also give you tips for not letting that negative thing take over the potential of us having a happy day. If negative incidents are taking over your day, and even if you're having a positive day, you only focus on the negative, this episode is for you. Next episode, number 28. Are you addicted to negative thinking? Sharing what I did and continue to do to break free from negativity. You want to break free from negative thinking, but it has a hold on you that just won't let go. You know how that feels? Maybe you're feeling it right now. You might be addicted to it. In this episode, I'm talking about this addiction feeling. It is not the same, of course, as other types of addiction, but it is an addiction feeling. And I suggest ideas in this episode that might be helpful to you to help break free from it. I'm also sharing in this episode the fine line that I walk every day to ensure that I don't get addicted to the negativity again. Let this episode, let it empower you to break free so that you can finally live a happy life. Next episode, number 32. Stop being afraid of what could go wrong and focus on what could go right. In this episode, I have a bonus positive affirmation to add to your daily rotation. In this episode was inspired actually by a quote from Tony Robbins that after I heard it in an interview, it transformed my everyday life. His quote goes as follows: "Stop being afraid of what could go wrong and start being excited of what could go right." This quote has helped me break free from negativity, from just stopping from worrying all the time so that I could bring more positivity and hope into my life. I'm very grateful to Tony. Tony Robbins is a virtual mentor for me, has been for most of my life. It's where I learned a lot of how I advance with my life and choosing happy today. I'm so grateful for his guidance through his books, audio tapes. If you're looking for practical ways to help you focus on all the things that could go right in your life, this episode will give you 3 things you can do in your daily life. Number 34. Unhook from negativity and choose joy. Find joy in your everyday life. In this episode, I talked about joy and the importance of having it on our Choose Happy journey. In the last season, I actually gave out a Joyful June calendar to members. And unfortunately, this year, I just didn't get around to updating it so that I could send it out again. But it is on my to-do list for next June. So trust me, my to-do list is pretty long. There's lots of things that I want to do for you. The next episode, number 37. Complaining wires your brain for negativity. Bring joy to your relationships. And this had a bonus relationship affirmation. And this episode was about complaining. And it actually was a very popular episode. A lot of you listened to it and gave me feedback on it. And asking ourselves, like, why? Why are we constantly complaining? Some of us just, and we do it on like autopilot sometimes. We don't even realize we're doing it, right? For some of us, we just do it like it's a bad habit. We just seem to find the fault in things. Maybe you can remember complaining earlier today or yesterday, something you thought about or said to your family or your friends. What impact did complaining have in the interaction with that person? I don't think it went positive. And that's the challenge. When we complain, expecting a positive result after that, it's not there because it's negative. In this episode, I'm sharing with you the affirmation that I authored to help me finally stop complaining when I am in company of family and friends, and instead to bring positive, loving energy in my relationships with family and friends. So if you're looking for an affirmation to work with to improve your relationships with others, where you don't find yourself just constantly complaining to them, and there's a time and a place for complaining. That's what I always say. It's important. We need to validate how we're feeling. But if when you meet with your friend and all you do is complain the entire time, that's not okay. Like, nobody wants that. We don't want that. They don't want that. Anyways, it's a great episode about complaining. Number 42. Want to feel happier in 5 minutes? 5 happiness hacks to activate happiness. And this episode has a bonus happiness affirmation from the Choose Happy affirmation card deck. And from the number of downloads that I saw for this, you clearly like quick happiness hacks. In this episode, I shared 5 hacks for activating happiness within 5 minutes. But remember, it's meant only to help pivot us for when we're feeling low and we want to get out of the low mood. It's only quick tips. It's not your go-to for all the time, but it is quick tips that can help pivot us when we really need it. So that's episode number 42. Next episode, number 48. We have 2 more to go. So number 48 is ditch morning negative thoughts through movement. The benefits of morning walks. And this was part of the morning routine series that I did to help support the morning routine guide that I give out for free on the website. So this episode is part of a series, as I was mentioning, about the morning routine. And in this one, I'm reviewing the benefits of morning walks, including talking about how even just taking a walk can help ditch the negativity if we find ourselves waking up and thinking negative thoughts. Movement has a lot of power in helping our mindset, and we don't always realize that. So check out this episode if you want to improve this element of your morning routine. Last but not least, the 10th episode that had the most downloads, and I've heard about your feedback on the episodes. The last one is, and this is a very special one, is actually, which one do you think it's going to be? It's actually number 67, 5 ways to minimize negative self-talk. Silencing the negative self-talk can be a real challenge, especially when it's in a never-ending loop. In this episode, I share with you 5 ways that you can minimize negative self-talk. And this is where I introduce a very special character. You may have heard of her if you remember listening to the episode. Her name is, 2 words, her name is Debbie Downer. And she's been a hit with listeners of the show. I've heard from some of you how you're tapping into your own Debbie Downer character to catch yourself in the negative self-talk cycle and to actually start laughing, which is what I want for you, whenever Debbie comes to visit. You just kind of say, hey, Debbie Downer, time to go. Okay, you've made your appearance. You've overstayed your welcome. Goodbye. So that was a very, very popular episode with listeners. So that's it. 10 episodes that were the most downloaded since the beginning of the show, that you clearly are telling me what you'd like to hear. So that's really, really nice. It does help inform the show as I develop future episodes for the show. I do look and see what you're interested in. I read the emails that you send me. You give me lots of ideas. So I thank you in advance for that. And if you haven't sent me an email yet and you have ideas of what you would like me to talk about on the show, please do send me an email. My email is linked in the show notes. Now you have a few hours of binge listening that you can listen to while you're gardening, when you're sitting on the beach, you're at the cottage, you're going for walks, whatever you choose to do. You now have a list of 10 episodes you can listen to. I hope you're having an amazing start to the summer so far. Enjoy the slower pace and take the time to just be as possible. As for me, it's time for me to get back to planning our family camping trip. I am so grateful to be on this Choose Happy journey with you. Thank you for listening. And if you haven't signed up yet to be a Choose Happy Insider, what are you waiting for? As an insider, you will receive additional content that is exclusive to members. The podcast is the entry point for choosing happy. And being a member, that definitely brings you all in. And the link to become a member is in the show notes. It is the link that you use to get the Choose Happy morning routine guide and the bonus Choose Happy affirmations that come with the guide. And you're always welcome to join us in the Facebook group. Wishing you a wonderful week, choosing happy. Cheers! I hope today's episode empowered you to choose happy as you live your upcoming week. If so, please take a minute and share this episode with a family or friend who could benefit from it. I'd also love it if you could take 30 seconds and leave a review on your podcast app. Just scroll down and you'll see the space to leave a review. Doing this helps the show be found by others who are also looking to break free from negative thoughts and live a happy life. Remember to sign up to become a Choose Happy member to receive free resources as they become available. Link is in the show notes. Thank you for listening. Take good care and see you next week.